Everybody, my name is Kian, and I want to talk about something very close to my heart. That is milk. And milk is one of my favorite drinks, but it's also played a critical role in the development of humans. We've long used it as a food source, turning into cheese, which can be stored for months on end, and just consuming it. Um, I think it's also really important to be close to the food sources that we take from, and therefore, today I'm going to teach you guys how to milk a goat. I think everybody should know how to use this skill if they ever um, feel the need to milk an animal. We're going to be covering a little bit about the process of milking the animal, about the instruments that you need, and that sort of general things. Let's get into it. So today we'll be working on Chispas Farm, which is a community farm that hosts events and has people work. They have a few goats here that we'll be milking. One of them is named Lotus. Here's the milking barn. This is where the action happens. These are the babies of the goats. They've been separated from their mothers for the night so their mothers can have excess milk.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Most people just drink it, give it to their families.
Now that we're in the milking barn, we want to gather our supplies. First, we need a cheesecloth to strain the milk out from things like hay. We also need a milking bowl to milk into, sanitizer that will come in the form of a 4-to-1 ratio of water to apple cider vinegar to sanitize the teats, and more bottles to haul the milk away in. However, we do need more things that are on this table. One of them is hobbles. Hobbles will bound the feet of the goat so they don't kick and shake around while we're milking them. And then we also need grain, and this grain will just keep them subdued while we milk them.
They go in.
Next, let's get the goat into the stanchion. The stanchion is what keeps the goat's head in one place. Familiarize yourself with how yours works. Everyone is different. And then we want to hobble the goat. The hobble is essentially just a bond that keeps the legs from kicking. Um, just one rope will also work.
Goat milk co-op.
Okay.
In this clip, listen to Cedar, the man helping me milk the goat, explain why we need to squirt a little bit of milk up before we do anything else with the others.
So first there's a mucus plug and extra bacteria in the teat because it's been sitting. So you squeeze that milk out. You don't want to keep it.
Next, we're going to use a sanitizer to sanitize the teats and the udders. That'll be the 4-to-1 water to apple cider vinegar ratio. And this just helps keep all those bacteria and microorganisms, out of the milk.
Baby, and it died. But we milked her anyway, which means we had to milk her at least twice a day. So we had an evening shift last year.
Once those teats are clean, you can now go on to milking. Next up, we have the milking of the goat. This is the most difficult part of this process, but with some good tips, you can get it down in just a few minutes. It's helpful to think of the teats as dogs, right? So when they get emptied, milk comes in from the udders and goes and fills up the teats. But also, milk from the teats can go back up into the udders. So it's important when you're grabbing a teat to make an O-ring with your thumb and your index finger,
Ta-da!
sort of trap the milk in the teats. Use the rest of your hand to sort of squeeze down and get the milk out of the teat. It'll come out quite fast. And the motion is really like squeezing a bottle of
You get a lot
toothpaste.
on your clothing.
You'll,
Yeah.
you'll roll your fingers down the tube to get more milk out.
7 or 8 years.
You'll repeat this process of closing the valve with your thumb and your index finger
Yeah, I've been
and rolling your other fingers on both teats. You want to use not just one but both of them and really try to find like a rhythm to milking the goat.
Yeah, just try your dominant hand.
If milk stops flowing from the teat, what you can do is hit the udder with the backside of your hand a few times to sort of help release the milk into the teats.
Just a single a few times, which is what the baby goats do. And
Periodically empty your milking bowl into another bottle using a cheesecloth and a strainer as a way to remove all of the solid debris like straws or little chunks of dirt that might have gotten into the milk. And there you have it, milk that's ready to drink. It has been properly filtered. You can also pasteurize your milk by heating it up to 161 degrees for about 15 seconds and then cooling it down. You can also just drink the milk straight up. Thank you for listening to my video, and happy milking.